Quantum computing, the tech everyone says will change the world. But what if I told you that some of the most explosive stock moves right now aren't coming from Tesla, Apple, or even AI, but from companies that barely make any revenue yet? Yes, I'm talking about quantum computing stocks. And today we're looking at why JP Morgan Chase just injected a massive shot of adrenaline into this space. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why investors are going crazy over these companies, what risks exist, and whether this could be the next big tech revolution or just another hype cycle. So grab a notebook, because this is about to get detailed. But don't worry, I'll make it fun, easy to follow, and fully break down the numbers and companies involved. Stick around, because we're also going to look at which quantum stocks could truly be worth your attention. Welcome to Money Mind Finance. If you're new here, we break down the biggest stories in tech, finance, innovation, and stock market news in a way that's fun, easy to follow, and worth your time. Before we dive in, please take a second to hit the like button, share this with your friends, and subscribe. Please help this video reach at least 500 likes. It really supports the channel and helps us keep bringing you the latest market insights. Thank you. Disclaimer: this video is for informational and educational purposes only. I am not recommending that you buy or sell any of these stocks. This is commentary and analysis only and is subject to change. All data mentioned is pulled from reliable sources, such as Yahoo Finance, company filings, and recent SEC updates as of October 14th, 2025. Before we get into the stock numbers, let's quickly unpack what quantum computing really is. Traditional computers, like your laptop or smartphone, rely on bits. Bits are tiny units of data, and each bit can either be a 0 or a 1, simple enough. But quantum computers don't use bits, they use qubits. Here's where it gets interesting. Qubits can exist in a state called superposition, meaning they can represent both 0 and 1 at the same time. Imagine trying to solve a giant maze. A classical computer would explore one path at a time. A quantum computer can explore all paths simultaneously. This means quantum computers have the potential to solve problems that would take today's most powerful supercomputers essentially forever. We're talking about revolutionary levels of computational power, impacting drug discovery, climate modeling, financial modeling, and even encryption. But here's the catch. Building a quantum computer is one thing. Commercializing it and turning it into something businesses and consumers can actually use is a completely different challenge. That's where investors are betting billions right now. So what did JP Morgan Chase do that got everyone in the quantum sector buzzing? Recently, JP Morgan announced a $1.5 trillion security and resiliency initiative, with plans to invest over the next decade into 27 critical sub-areas. Quantum computing sits right at the top of that list. Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan's longtime CEO, explained that the US has become too reliant on unreliable sources for critical minerals, products, and manufacturing, all of which are essential for national security. Simply put, the country cannot afford to fall behind in technology that could define the next generation of computing and the economy. And when a bank with over $4 trillion in assets starts investing heavily in an industry, people pay attention. Following this announcement, stocks like D-Wave Quantum and Rigetti Computing surged over 20% in a single day. That's massive, especially for companies that in many cases generate very little revenue. So why are investors so excited? It all comes down to potential. These companies aren't like Apple or Microsoft, where you can analyze quarterly earnings and steady cash flow. Most quantum computing companies are still losing money. D-Wave and Rigetti have market capitalizations in the tens of billions, yet their revenues remain minimal. Investors aren't buying today's profits, they're betting on tomorrow's breakthroughs. If quantum computing becomes as revolutionary as researchers believe, these companies could end up dominating industries ranging from cybersecurity to pharmaceuticals. It's also about support, government backing, research contracts, and now major financial institutions entering the space. All send a powerful signal. When a player like JP Morgan validates an industry, other investors rush in, creating a momentum-driven surge. Analysts at major institutions are also taking notice. According to Craig Ellis, A. B. Riley Securities analyst covering quantum stocks, the sector is progressing faster than expected, both technologically and commercially. Even U.S. Department of Energy national laboratories are shifting focus. They are moving beyond pure research and pushing toward commercialization, which is critical because technology without a market is just a science experiment. This aligns with what we're seeing: high risk, high reward potential. Big announcements like JP Morgan's don't guarantee success, but they do confirm that serious money is flowing into the sector, and in investing, money matters. That said, this is still a speculative space. While the upside is enormous, the risks are real. Quantum computing could transform entire industries, or it could face significant technical and commercial barriers. If the technology doesn't scale as expected or adoption takes longer than anticipated, stocks like D-Wave and Rigetti could see sharp declines. These stocks are already priced for perfection, meaning the market expects major breakthroughs. The takeaway for investors is simple: any investment in pure-play quantum computing stocks should be small and speculative. Think of it as a calculated bet rather than a core portfolio holding. Do not allocate your entire portfolio to this space, despite the risks. The future is undeniably exciting. With JP Morgan investing billions, government labs focusing on commercialization, and technological progress accelerating, we could be witnessing the early stages of a new tech revolution. The companies we're watching today could become the Apple or Google of quantum computing a decade from now. This is why these stocks are moving so dramatically. The key is patience and understanding. Quantum computing is not about quick wins. It's a long-term game. But if it succeeds, it could reshape the tech landscape and create massive value for early investors. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, share it with your investing friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into high-growth tech and market trends. This content is for educational purposes only, and any investment decisions you make are your responsibility. Always do your own research and consult a professional before investing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we break down more exciting trends in tech and finance.